Hello students, welcome to the class. Myself N.K. Thukral from Edupedia World. Students, in the previous session I had discussed on business services. Today again I am taking up the business services, but under business services today I will be talking on communication services. Basically under communication services comes postal services and telecom services. What communication services are? Why it is important? Communication services are helpful in applying contracts to the outside world. That is suppliers, customers, competitors, etc. Business has to communicate with others for sharing of ideas and views rather than being in isolation. They need to be fast and accurate in order to be efficient. Today's world is a competitive world and it is necessary to have advanced technology for quick exchange of ideas. The services which help business are mainly classified into postal and telecom. So I will be discussing first of all on postal services. Students, as you can see in the slides, what are the postal services? What kind of facilities are provided by Postal Department? First of all, let me talk on postal services. As everybody must be knowing, Indian Post and Telegraph Department. You also must be going to the Indian Post and Telegraph Department for getting your letter registered or other facilities provided, and you are joining with the facility after discussion with your parents or something. Indian Post and Telegraph Department provides postal services across India, and the whole is divided into 22 different circles. Various head post offices, sub post offices and branch post offices are managed by these circles. The facility provided by the postal services are broadly classified into financial facilities and mail facilities. As students, you must be knowing what are financial facilities. Financial facilities are provided with the help of post office saving plans like PPF, Kisan vikas patra, NSE, along with the normal retail banking functions of MIS, recurring deposit, etc., which I will discuss later on. Mail facilities. These provide facilities such as transport of articles from one place to another. To provide security of the transmitted articles, there is a registration facility, and to provide insurance cover for all risks in the course of transmission by post. So these are the kind of mail facilities provided by the Post and Telegraph Department. Before coming to the kind of facilities provided by Postal Department, let me tell you that what is the aim of Indian Postal Department? Indian Postal Department aims is to sustain its position as the largest postal network in the world, touching the lives of every citizen in the country. So its main function is that even to the remote villages also it provides facilities, and basic objective is to serve the citizens, every citizen of the country. So let us come on facilities. Number one facility is under postal certificate, UPC you can say. What is that? Under postal certificate is a certificate issued by the post office on payment of prescribed fee when the sender wants to have a proof that he has actually posted the letters. Suppose you want to post a letter to a government company and you are going to the post office. There you want some sort of acknowledgement. What post office will do? The postmaster will stamp the letter of posting, and that is a proof. That is called under postal certificate. In order to have such a certificate, the sender needs to write the complete address of the receiver and sender on a plain paper and affix the required postage on it. This paper now serves as an evidence of posting in case of any dispute about communication. This is what UP is. Another service is registered post. Registered post is a postal service in which mail is registered by the post office at the time of sending in order to assure safe delivery. The charges of registered post are more than the UPC. As UPC is just simply acknowledgement, registered post is covered under by the post office, as it is covered under insurance also. The objective of the registered post facility is to provide secure transmission of the article. So the registered articles are transmitted under special precautions. On receiving the mail, The post office immediately issue a receipt to the sender, which also serves as a proof that the mail has been posted. Nowadays, due to various intercom facilities and online facilities, Indian Postal Department has provided a site on that where you can see that letter has been posted safely to the sender or not. So this is what registered post is. Now, if you want to distinguish from registered post from ordinary mail, all registered mails are superscribed as registered post on their face. Another is Parcel Services. Parcel Post is a service of a postal department administration for sending articles from one place to another through post. It is one of the less expensive ways to send packages through post that are too heavy to be sent by regular letter post and is usually a slower method of transportation. The postal charges vary according to the weight of the parcel. Separate postage is to be paid for inland and foreign parcel accordingly. This is what parcel services are. Another is speed post services. It was introduced later on, as earlier ordinary mails or services were given by the postal department. So later on speed post services were introduced where the letters are delivered to the sender at a greater speed. Speed post is a postal service which provides for time-bound and express delivery of letters, documents and parcels across the nation and around the world. Charges for speed post are relatively more than that of ordinary mail, and it varies according to the distance. Speed post offers money-back guarantee under which speed post fee will be refunded if the consignment is not delivered within the published delivery norms. Speed post facilitates speedy transmission of articles to cover 1,000 destinations in India, 97 major countries across the globe. This service is available 24 hours at speed post centers. Those are special centers. So post office provides time-bound as well as guaranteed mail delivery through speed post service. This is what speed post services is. Another is Courier Services. Courier is a mail service provided by private operators in which they collect letters and parcels from the doorstep of senders and delivers them at the place of addressing. This couriers, you must be knowing, everybody I think know what is courier service, as you must be receiving the letters through courier at your house. What is it? It provides a quick means of communication. This is the advantage. No postage is required to be affixed on the letters and parcels sent through couriers. The charges payable for private courier service are generally higher in comparison to post office. This is totally a privatization. Courier service is not provided by the postal department, rather it is a private service. Courier companies are there, too many companies are there, and every company has their different rules. They have terms and conditions also. So what company does? It undertakes full responsibility of safe and timely delivery of articles. It collects articles from the doorstep of senders and delivers them to the receivers. Like for example, you must have heard Overnight Express, Blue Dart Express, DTDC, Blaze Flash, etc. are some of the private courier services operating in our country. Now students, besides going through the above postal services by Indian Postal Department except Courier Services, let us see what other postal services are there, what kind of other services are provided by the Indian Postal Department. As you can see in the slides, greeting post, media post, direct post, IMT post, passport services, e-bill post. These are the other services provided by the Postal Department. What is greeting post? Greeting cards can be sent through post office to people on different opinions. What is media post? Business enterprise can advertise their brands through postcards, envelopes, aerogram, etc. That you can see on the envelope itself. But in direct post, direct advertisement can be done through addressed and unaddressed direct post. IMT means International Money Transfer. Postal Department has collaborated with Western Union Financial Services USA for remittance of money from 185 countries to India. This is the money can be transferred inter-country. That is why it's called International Money Transfer. Another service is Passport Services. Postal Department has entered into partnership with the Ministry of External Affairs. As a result, Post Office provides passport application forms and also accepts filled up forms. Another service is e-bill post. What is this? Post offices collect bill payments on behalf of BSNL, Airtel and other organizations and provide the services. Now students, after knowing all these type of services rendered by Postal Department, I may tell you that Postal Department is also providing money transaction services and deposit services like recurring deposits, monthly income scheme, nation savings scheme, Kisan vikas patra. These are the savings schemes where the customer can keep the fund in those schemes and get the interest. So let us understand what are one by one what are the schemes. Number one is RDA, recurring deposit account. What is this? Post Office Recurring Deposit Account is a banking service offered by the Department of Post, Government of India at all post office center in the country. You can go in any postal office, postal department in your local areas where they are providing recurring deposit services. Recurring deposit account can be opened by any individual, single or jointly. The minimum investment in a post office recurring deposit account is ₹10 and then in multiply of ₹5 for a period of 5 years. So this account is for 5 years. There is no prescribed upper limit on the investment. These deposits accumulate money at an annual fixed rate of interest. A specified rate of interest, earlier it was 8.3, now it has got reduced. The interest is compounded on a quarterly basis. This scheme is meant for those investors who want to deposit a fixed amount every month in order to get a lump sum after 5 years. As the services earlier were provided by the bank, post office is also providing these type of services. Another is NSA, which means National Savings Certificate. What are these? National Savings Certificate are certificates issued by the Department of Post, Government of India and are available at all post office centers in the country. NSEs are issued in the denomination of ₹100, 500, 1000, 5000 and 10,000 for a maturity period of 5 years. So NSE, there are two types of NSEs, for 5 years also, for 6 years also. There is no prescribed upper limit on investment. NSEs can be kept as a collateral security to get loan from bank also. So this kind of facilities, loan can also be obtained from the banks based on the NSE, which is kept by the banks. Investment in NSEs up to 1 lakh per annum qualify for income tax exemption under section 80C of the Income Tax Act. Rate of interest applicable to NSE was earlier 8.50. It is now around 8%. So what facilities by NSE? You can obtain loan against this certificate. Rate of interest is also given to you and period is specified. Any amount of NSE you can purchase from the post office. Another is KVP. Like NSE, KVP is also there, for which period is longer. Kisan Vikas Patra is a safe and long-term investment option backed by the Government of India, which provides interest income similar to the bonds. KVP is beneficial for those who are looking for a safe and long-term investment without any pressing need for the present. Next is PPF. Everybody must be knowing PPF. You must have heard from your parents what is PPF, Public Provident Fund. Individuals who are resident of India are eligible to open their account under the PPF. The period is for 15 years. In any 1 year, you can deposit your account. 3 deposits can be allowed in 1 year of the maximum amount. Investment in PPF recurring in nature. Annual contribution are mandatory to keep the PPF account active. If you do not deposit some amount in PPF in 1 year, another year you need to pay penalty to remain active. The minimum and maximum investment amounts is 500 per annum and 1 lakh per annum respectively. Now it has increased to maximum limit 150 also. The subscriptions under PPF shall bear interest rate of 8.70. Earlier, now it is around 8.40. Investment in PPF up to 1,50,000 per annum qualify for income tax rebate under section 80C of the Income Tax Act. So tax facilities is also given to the customer or individual, and investment is there Interest is also given to them, so facility is provided by the Postal Department. Another is MIS, Monthly Income Scheme. Any individual under the scheme can open the account either single or jointly. The minimum investment is 1500 for both single and joint accounts. The maximum investment for a single account is 4.5 lakh and 9 lakh for joint account. The duration of MIS is 5 years. Mind it, only the duration is 5 years. Before that you cannot withdraw. But if you want to withdraw after 2 years or 3 years, that period is specified. It is penalty. You have to give penalty and you can take your money. The rate of interest applicable earlier was 8.40. Now MIS it is around 8%. It is meant for those investors who want to invest some amount initially and earn interest on a monthly basis for their livelihood. So these are the kind of postal savings scheme under Postal Department. Now students, after discussion on various type of services provided by Postal Department and various kind of postal savings schemes, these are coming under the Postal Services. Let us go ahead on Telecom Services. Let me tell you in brief that when it started and what are the functions of Telecom Services. A world-class telecommunications infrastructure helps in rapid economical and social development of the country and is the backbone of every economy in the world. We can say that a dream of having a business across continents will remain a dream in the absence of telecom infrastructure. Telephone infrastructure is as important for a country as anything. There have been a lot of developments in the fields of telecom, IT, consumer, electronic and media industries all over the globe. The Telecom Policy Framework in 1999, Broadband Policy in 2004 were developed by the Indian government in order the world to recognize India as a superpower. With the help of this, the government intends to provide both universal services to all uncovered areas and high-level services for catering the requirements of the country's economy. Now let us see what kind of telecom services are there. Various types of telecom services are there at present. Number one is Cellular Mobile Services. These include all types of mobile telecom services along with the voice and non-voice messaging, data services and PCO services, and use any type of network equipment present within their service area, and also can provide interconnectivity with other service providers. So these kind of services comes under Cellular Mobile Services. Like you everybody knows Vodafone, BSNL, MTNL, Airtel, all are under providing these type of mobile services. Another service is coming under telecom services is radio paging services. What is this? This kind of service is useful in contacting a person even when he or she is mobile. But it's one-way broadcasting system and has spread far and wide. Radio paging provides services like tone only, numeric only and alphanumeric only. So these type of services are also provided under telecom. Fixed line services. These services include all type of services like voice, non-voice and data message for establishing long distance calls. These can utilize any type of network equipment which is connected through fiber optical cables laid across the length and breadth of the nation. Interconnectivity with other telecom services also provided under fixed line services. Another is cable services. It is a one-way transmission of entertainment related to service to the subscriber within a licensed area of operation. In future, cable network services are expected to become two-way. Another is VSAT services. VSAT means very small aperture terminal services. This is a full form of VSAT. VSAT is a two-way satellite-based communication service which is commonly used to transmit narrow band data and broadband data. It offers a highly flexible and reliable communication solution that is better than land-based services. It can also be used to provide innovative applications such as newspaper, online, market rate, etc. These are the VSAT services. Another is DTH services. As you must have heard, day and night these type of advertisement comes on TV. DTH means direct to home services. It is a satellite based media services which is received through a satellite with the help of a small dish antenna and a set top of box. As in your house also you can see on the ceiling there is a equipments there which connect through VSAT and provide you services. These DTH service provider offers various channels depending on the plan selected by the subscriber. DTH service relieves the subscriber of problem faced under the cable network services. Presentation is very much better in DTH. Various kind of services under there instead of cable network services, where every time you face a problem on cable network, whereas DTH services you will not find any type of problem. So direct to home service is also better than the cable network services. So these are the telecom services being provided by various subscribers. So that's all today for the day. Thank you. Bye bye.